Welcome back to Old Coins and Antique TV. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickels, uncovering the 6 most valuable and expensive ultra-rare United States Jefferson nickels ever discovered. These aren't your ordinary 5-cent coins. Each one carries a unique story of history, rarity, and incredible collector value. From hidden minting errors to coins that have sold for thousands of dollars, so stay tuned until the end. First up, we explore the most fascinating and valuable coin ever minted in United States history, the ultra-rare 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. It might look like an ordinary 5-cent coin found in your loose change, but under the surface lies a story of rarity, demand, and potential value that surprises even seasoned collectors. Whether you're a beginner just getting into coin collecting or an experienced numismatist, this coin's history and details make it a must-know piece of American coinage. The 1964 Jefferson nickel holds a unique place in U.S. coinage history. While millions were minted, certain variations and conditions have transformed this seemingly common coin into one of the most collectible nickels of the 20th century. Collectors prize this coin not only for its design and connection to a key historical era, but also because 1964 was the final year the U.S. Mint produced 90% silver dimes, quarters, and half dollars, marking the end of an era in American money. Although nickels were never made of silver during this time, the year 1964 represents a major turning point in the nation's coinage system, and this 5-cent piece embodies that transition perfectly. To understand the importance of the 1964 Jefferson nickel, we have to look at the broader context of U.S. coin production in the early 1960s. The nation was facing a severe coin shortage, driven by rapid economic growth and rising demand for small change in daily commerce. The U.S. Mint responded by ramping up production, striking hundreds of millions of coins at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Interestingly, 1964 was also the last year the U.S. Mint used mint marks on circulating coins until 1968. Which is why some 1964 nickels have no mint mark at all. This decision was made to discourage collectors from hoarding coins by mint location. The design of the 1964 Jefferson nickel remains one of the most iconic in American coinage. On the obverse, or front, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The words "In God We Trust" curve along the left rim, while liberty and the date 1964 appear on the right side, separated by a small star. The reverse side displays Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, rendered with striking detail and architectural precision. Above the building reads E Pluribus Unum, while below appear the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. What makes the 1964 version special is the subtle die variations and quality differences found among coins struck that year. Some have stronger details, while others show faint steps on Monticello's staircase, known among collectors as the full steps designation, which greatly affects a coin's value. Although hundreds of millions of 1964 nickels were minted, most have not survived in collectible condition. Because these coins were made for heavy circulation, few have retained their original luster or sharp strike. Many have scratches, nicks, or discoloration from decades of use. A true full steps 1964 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel in pristine condition is extremely difficult to find. Coins with visible dirt, heavy toning, or environmental wear, the kind often referred to as very dirty condition, are typically worth face value unless they display a rare die variety or minting error. Collectors are drawn to the 1964 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel for several reasons. First, it marks the end of an era before major changes in minting policies and metal compositions. Second, it's a key study piece in understanding the quality control issues and die where that occurred during a period of intense coin production. The Jefferson nickel series itself is a cornerstone for collectors who appreciate long-running U.S. coin series with distinct design stability. What makes this coin stand out is its connection to both historical and technical shifts. It's not just about rarity, but about what the coin represents. The value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark varies widely based on condition and strike quality. In average circulated or dirty condition, it generally holds only face value, around 5 cents. However, if the coin is in extremely fine, XF condition, it might fetch between $1,000 and $4,000. Uncirculated examples with sharp details can range from $2,000 to $6,000. The real excitement begins with the full steps designation. A 1964 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel with complete full steps can sell for anywhere between $2,500 and $5,000, depending on grade. In top-tier grades certified by PCGS or NGC, prices can exceed $8,000, with record sales reaching above $10,000 for flawless specimens. Additionally, rare minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or improperly annealed planchets, can multiply the coin's value dramatically. These varieties remain highly sought after by specialists in the Jefferson series. If you're looking to find or identify a valuable 1964 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel, pay close attention to detail. Start by checking old jars, rolls, or inherited coin collections. Look for nickels that still show original luster or strong step detail on Monticello. The 1964 no-mint Mark Jefferson nickel may not appear impressive at first glance, but its rich history, subtle variations, and ties to a changing era in U.S. minting make it a standout collectible. It's a reminder that even the smallest coin can hold an enormous story, connecting generations of collectors through time. Whether you find one in your pocket change or acquire it from a reputable dealer, this nickel deserves a closer look for its numismatic significance and long-term potential. As always, take the time to study each coin you come across. You never know what hidden treasure might be waiting. And secondly, we're going to explore the 1943 wartime nickel with the Philadelphia P Mint mark. Stands as one of the most fascinating and historically significant 5-cent coins in American numismatics. Struck during the height of World War II, this coin is a prized treasure among collectors for both its rarity and its unique silver composition. It captures a pivotal moment in U.S. history when the nation's economy and resources were devoted to the war effort. Despite being in very dirty condition, even worn examples of this nickel hold notable appeal due to their backstory and scarcity. Collectors worldwide continue to pursue the 1943 P wartime nickel, not only for its tangible link to history, but also for its enduring market demand and solid investment potential. Minted in 1943 at the Philadelphia Mint, this special nickel was part of the wartime series issued from 1942 to 1945. These coins were produced with a distinctive composition of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese to conserve nickel, which was a critical metal for wartime manufacturing. The 1943 P issue marked one of the earliest uses of the large P mint mark above Monticello's dome on the reverse, the first time Philadelphia ever used a mint mark on U.S. coinage. This decision was both functional and symbolic, reflecting the nation's unity and resourcefulness during wartime. Today, owning a 1943 P wartime nickel is like holding a small but powerful artifact of America's industrial and patriotic resilience. The coin's design remains one of the most iconic in the Jefferson nickel series. On the obverse, Felix Schlag's detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson stands in bold relief, facing left, with "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" elegantly framing his image. The reverse showcases Jefferson's home, Monticello, rendered in classical architectural detail. Above the building, the large P mint mark immediately distinguishes this coin from regular nickels of earlier years. Measuring 21.2 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5 grams, the 1943 PS subtle grayish-silver tone reflects its wartime alloy. Despite its utilitarian purpose, its artistry and balanced design make it a visually captivating piece, particularly when found in higher grades or uncirculated condition. What makes the 1943 P wartime nickel even more intriguing is its rarity in top condition. While millions were minted, few survived without heavy wear or environmental damage. Over the decades, most circulated heavily, and many became corroded or tarnished due to the silver content's reaction to moisture and air. Clean, well-struck examples with sharp details and minimal toning are exceedingly difficult to locate today. Varieties such as full-step reverses or double-die obverse command even greater premiums among collectors. In very dirty or heavily worn condition, the coin may appear dull and stained, yet its historical value remains undeniable, especially as a genuine wartime issue from the Philadelphia Mint. In the current numismatic market, the 1943 P wartime nickel continues to perform strongly. Common circulated examples generally range from $2 to $10, depending on condition. However, Higher-grade coins with exceptional luster and full steps on Monticello can command values between $1,000 and $8,000 at auction, especially those graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Key drivers of value include the coin's silver composition, historical context, and relative scarcity in pristine form. Recent sales trends show that high-grade wartime nickels remain a steady investment, reflecting both their intrinsic metal value and their deep-rooted collector appeal. For collectors seeking to add this coin to their collection, careful selection is key. Prioritize coins certified by reputable grading services to ensure authenticity and accurate assessment. Inspect for sharp details, clean surfaces, and the presence of the full step designation on Monticello's steps. Avoid excessive cleaning or polishing, as this can reduce numismatic value. Store the coin in a protective holder or airtight capsule to prevent tarnishing, and keep it in a cool, dry place. Engaging with collector communities or attending coin shows can also provide valuable insights into identifying top-quality specimens and staying informed about current market movements. Beyond its financial worth, the 1943 P wartime nickel embodies a blend of history, artistry, and national pride. Its silver composition, introduced during one of the most critical periods in American history, tells a story of adaptation and unity. Collectors who hold this coin possess more than just a piece of currency. They hold a symbol of endurance and innovation. Whether displayed proudly or preserved for future generations, it continues to inspire admiration for its beauty and historical depth. The 1943 P wartime nickel is the way it connects modern collectors to the economic and industrial challenges of the World War II era. During this time, every resource mattered, and even the smallest coin reflected the country's determination to adapt and overcome. The decision to replace nickel with silver and manganese was not merely a cost-saving measure. It was a reflection of national unity and sacrifice. Each 1943 P nickel circulated in the pockets of soldiers' families, factory workers, and citizens contributing to the war effort. Holding one today provides a tangible reminder of that collective endurance. This connection to a defining moment in American history gives the coin immense sentimental and historical weight, transforming it from simple currency into a living relic of patriotism and progress. Over the years, the 1943 P wartime nickel has continued to gain recognition not just among U.S. collectors, but also internationally. Its distinctive composition and the presence of the P mint mark have made it an educational piece in both historical and numismatic circles. Many collectors see it as an entry point into the Jefferson nickel series, while seasoned investors recognize its potential for long-term appreciation. As global interest in wartime coinage grows, so does the attention surrounding these silver alloy nickels. Their scarcity in well-preserved condition ensures that demand will remain strong for decades to come. The 1943 P wartime nickel remains a cornerstone of American numismatics. Its blend of silver, craftsmanship, and wartime heritage makes it one of the most captivating and valuable nickels ever produced. Despite being in very dirty condition, its story and symbolism elevate its significance far beyond its face value. For dedicated collectors, it represents both a rewarding pursuit and a lasting investment, a true testament to the enduring spirit of a nation that turned necessity into numismatic history. And thirdly, we dive deep into the world of classic American numismatics. We explore one of the most valuable and misunderstood nickels ever struck, the 1941 proof Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. The hidden treasures that can turn an ordinary collection into a museum-worthy showcase. We are focusing on a coin that, on the surface, seems utterly common, a piece you might overlook in a jar of old change. But this specific coin is a legend, a ghost of the wartime era. Now, to understand why this particular nickel is so collectible, we have to look past its face value. The 1941 proof Jefferson nickel represents the pinnacle of pre-war minting artistry for the series. Struck on specially prepared planchets using polished dies and multiple blows from the press, these coins were made for collectors and for official presentation sets, not for circulation. Their sharpness, their mirror-like fields, and their exquisite detail separate them from the billions of ordinary nickels produced. The collectability of the 1941 proof nickel stems from its status as a first-year issue of the series, its limited mintage, and the fact that it captures the Jefferson design in its absolute prime, a level of perfection that would soon be sacrificed for the war effort. The historical backdrop of 1941 is absolutely critical to the story of this coin. This was the final year of peace before America's direct involvement in the Second World War. The Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints were operating at full capacity, producing immense quantities of coinage to support a recovering but soon-to-be mobilized economy. In the midst of this industrial output, the mint still took the time to create these special proof coins for the numismatic community. However, this peaceful, artistic endeavor would be short-lived. By the end of 1942, the composition of the nickel would change to a silver alloy to preserve nickel for the war, making the 1941 issues the last of their kind in the traditional copper-nickel composition, a true end of an era captured in a small, metallic time capsule. The design of the coin is a masterpiece by Felix Schlag. The obverse features a powerful left-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, a significant departure from the long-running Buffalo nickel. The word liberty is inscribed to the right, with the motto "In God We Trust" along the left edge. The date 1941 is positioned squarely below the portrait. The reverse is equally iconic, depicting a detailed frontal view of Monticello, Jefferson's famed estate. Above the building is the inscription Monticello, with E pluribus unum directly above it. The denomination 5 cents is below the building, with the country name United States of America arching over the top. On a proof specimen, every fine line of the building's architecture, every strand of Jefferson's hair, is raised in stunning relief against a background as reflective as a still pond, a level of detail that simply does not exist on business strike coins. When we talk about rarity and survival, the 1941 proof nickel stands in a league of its own. Official records indicate that 18,720 proof coins were struck for that year. While that number may sound substantial to a new collector, the reality of survival rates tells a different, much more dramatic story. Many of these coins were mishandled, stored in original cellophane cases that caused toning or even damage, or simply spent the last 80 years being cleaned, fingered, or neglected. A proof coin is, by its nature, delicate. The mirrored fields show every hairline scratch, every fingerprint, every minute abrasion. In the context of the Jefferson Nickel series, this coin is the undisputed king for the pre-war period. While the 1950D or the 1939D doubled reverse are key circulation strike rarities, the 1941 proof holds a different kind of appeal. It is a coin of quality and perfection, not just scarcity. It represents the series' benchmark for condition and eye appeal. For a collector building a top-tier set of Jefferson nickels, this is the cornerstone coin, the piece that defines the entire collection. Its demand is perpetual and intense among series specialists and type coin collectors alike, all of whom seek to own this perfect pre-war example, ensuring that whenever a high-grade specimen appears on the market, it is met with fierce and determined bidding. So, what is the market value for this numismatic treasure in today's dollars? For a coin of this caliber, condition is everything. A proof nickel in the lower grades, such as PR 60 to PR 63, that shows significant hairlining or dulling of its surfaces might trade in a range from $400 to $800. As we move into the choice and gem levels, the prices escalate dramatically. A coin graded PR 65, with sharply defined details and only minor distractions in its mirrors, can command between $1,500 and $3,000. The true pinnacle, however, is reserved for the superbly preserved examples in PR 66 and above. These coins, with their breathtaking, flaw-free surfaces and incredible visual appeal, can realize prices from $5,000 up to $15,000 or even higher in a competitive auction environment, a testament to their supreme rarity and desirability. For those of you looking to add this coin to your collection, my advice is to prioritize quality over everything else. Focus on the surfaces and the eye appeal. Look for a coin that has original, unadulterated surfaces, even if they have toned over time. A natural, rainbow-hued toning is far preferable to a coin that has been artificially cleaned or polished, which destroys both its value and its character. Always seek out coins that have been certified by major third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC. Their encapsulation guarantees the coin's authenticity and protects its condition for future generations. The 1941 proof Jefferson nickel is far more than just 5 cents. It is a numismatic landmark, a beautifully crafted artifact from the final moments of peace before a world war, and a testament to the skill of the U.S. Mint. Its combination of first year of issue status, low survival rate in gem condition, and immense series-specific demand cement its place as one of the most important and valuable coins of the 20th century. It is a coin that appeals to the historian, the artist, and the investor within all of us, a true centerpiece that offers both new and seasoned collectors a tangible link to a pivotal year in American history. And that is the story of the legendary 1941 proof nickel. But our journey into rare and valuable coinage is just beginning. In our next video, we will shift from nickel to silver and examine a coin that is equally storied, but for a very different reason. A mercury dime so rare and conditionally elusive that even finding one with full mint luster is considered a miracle. You will not want to miss it. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy collecting. And fourthly, we're exploring the 1981 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel stands as one of the most captivating and enigmatic treasures in the realm of American numismatics, a coin that consistently ignites the passions of dedicated collectors. Its appeal lies not in widespread recognition, but in a specific, extraordinary variety that transforms a common circulating coin into a legendary prize. While millions of 1981 nickels were produced, the pursuit of a specific era version from the Philadelphia Mint represents the pinnacle of modern numismatic hunting, offering a thrilling challenge and the potential for an incredible discovery. This particular coin, especially when discussed in the context of its rarest form, embodies a fascinating chapter of minting history and commands awe and respect from enthusiasts nationwide, securing its status as a highly coveted centerpiece for any advanced collection. The historical context of the 1981 Jefferson nickel is rooted in a period of transition and routine production at the Philadelphia Mint. This era continued the long-standing tradition of honoring President Thomas Jefferson, a series that began in 1938. The year 1981 itself was not marked by a specific commemorative event for the nickel, placing it within the large family of regular-issue coinage intended for daily commerce. Its significance, however, is profoundly amplified by a minting anomaly. It was during this year that a dramatic and clear overdate error is known to exist, creating a tangible and rare connection to a specific moment of mishap within the mint's manufacturing process. This error serves as a direct physical link to the operational history of the U.S. Mint, turning an otherwise standard issue into a historical document of a fascinating production flaw. The unique features of this coin, in its standard form, showcase the classic designs by Felix Schlag. The obverse presents a dignified left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. The reverse features a striking view of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic estate, with the motto "E pluribus unum" above and Monticello below. What makes the ultra-rare 1981 P nickel exceptionally desirable, however, is a specific and dramatic variety. The most famous is a repunched mint mark variety where the P mint mark is visibly doubled, creating a distinct shadowing effect. In its highest grades, the sharpness of the steps on Monticello and the details of Jefferson's hair are critical for valuation. But the presence of such a clear and dramatic variety is what truly captivates specialists and commands astronomical premiums in the marketplace. The rarity of the 1981 P Jefferson nickel in its coveted error form is extreme, a direct result of it being a substantial mint error that likely escaped quality control in very limited numbers. While the total mintage for the 1981 P nickel was substantial, the population of coins exhibiting this specific, pronounced repunched mint mark is believed to be exceptionally low. Furthermore, the condition of such a coin is paramount to its value and status. Finding this error on a coin that has also survived in pristine, uncirculated condition is the numismatic equivalent of finding a needle in a haystack. Most coins from this era entered circulation and show significant wear, making the combination of a clear, dramatic error and excellent preservation an incredible scarcity that drives intense competition among top-tier collectors whenever an example appears. The market value for a standard 1981 P Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is minimal, but for a confirmed example of its key repunched mint mark variety in high grade, the figures are staggering. For a specimen certified in mint state 65 or higher by a major grading service like PCGS or NGC, values can comfortably range from $1,000 to over $8,000, with the price heavily dependent on the strength and visibility of the doubling and the overall eye appeal of the coin. Auction results for such premium examples consistently demonstrate strong and sustained demand, with prices often exceeding pre-sale estimates as determined collectors vie for the opportunity to own this notable rarity. This robust market performance underscores the coin's status as a blue-chip numismatic asset with a history of steady appreciation. For collectors aspiring to add this remarkable coin to their holdings, a meticulous and informed approach is absolutely essential. Prioritizing coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by NGC or PCGS is the most critical step, as this guarantees the authenticity of the variety and provides an unbiased assessment of its condition. Given the existence of alterations and counterfeit varieties in the marketplace, purchasing from established, reputable dealers or major auction houses is non-negotiable. When inspecting a raw coin, one should carefully examine the mint mark area under magnification for any signs of the characteristic doubling. Proper storage in a climate-controlled environment and within inert plastic holders is imperative to preserve the coin's surface and its substantial market value for generations to come. The allure of pursuing such a rare numismatic prize cannot be overstated, as it represents a thrilling challenge that separates casual collectors from serious specialists. The hunt for the 1981 P-repunched mint-mark nickel is a journey that requires patience, a keen eye, and deep knowledge, offering a profound sense of accomplishment upon a successful acquisition. This quest is not merely about obtaining a piece of metal, but about securing a tangible piece of minting history, a conversation piece that embodies a specific and fascinating moment in time. The excitement of verifying the variety, the anticipation of its grade from a professional service, and the finality of owning a certified example provide a narrative and an experience that greatly enhances its value beyond the price tag, making it a deeply rewarding endeavor for any enthusiast. Engaging with the community of fellow collectors is an invaluable part of the process of understanding and acquiring a coin of this caliber. Numismatic forums, specialty clubs, and major coin shows provide unparalleled opportunities to learn from seasoned experts, view high-resolution images of known examples, and gain insights into the current market dynamics for such rare varieties. These interactions often lead to discoveries of new specimens coming to market and can provide advanced warning of potential alterations or fakes. Building relationships within this community not only aids in the pursuit of this specific nickel, but also enriches the overall collecting experience, turning a solitary hobby into a shared passion and ensuring that one's investment is both informed and secure for the long term. The 1981 P. Jefferson nickel, in its ultra-rare repunched mint-mark variety, represents a sublime convergence of American history, minting anomaly, and extreme numismatic scarcity. It is far more than a 5-cent piece. It is a prized treasure that offers a tangible link to the intricate processes of the Philadelphia Mint and provides an exhilarating pursuit for specialists. Its powerful appeal lies in the thrilling challenge of its acquisition and the prestige that comes with ownership. As a cornerstone of an advanced collection of modern American coinage, this exceptional Jefferson nickel promises to remain a celebrated and highly valuable collectible, cherished by numismatists around the world for its unique story and enduring market significance. And at the end, we're going to explore the most valuable and expensive. The 1989 Jefferson nickel with the Denver D mint mark may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but some extremely rare varieties from this year have stunned collectors with their surprising value. Minted in Denver, these coins carry the small D mint mark on the right of Monticello on the reverse, and while billions were produced, a handful of error-struck examples have turned what should be pocket change into coins worth thousands or even millions in today's market. The combination of die errors, unique metal composition flaws, and pristine preservation has made the 1989 D nickel one of the hidden gems of American coinage, capable of changing a collector's fortune overnight if discovered in circulation. The Jefferson nickel series has a long history that began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a proud left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1989, the coin had already become a familiar piece of American currency, often overlooked in everyday transactions. But hidden among those billions of nickels were ultra-rare examples that escaped the U.S. Mint with striking errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and even planchet composition mistakes that have sent collectors into a frenzy in recent years. What makes the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel so fascinating is how ordinary it appears at first glance. Many examples show heavy wear, dirt, and tarnish from decades of use, yet that doesn't mean they're worthless. In fact, some of the most valuable specimens ever found looked filthy at first, only to reveal shocking mint errors under close inspection. A dirty condition can often hide minting mistakes that only appear under magnification, like misaligned dies, filled mint marks, or subtle doubling on Jefferson's profile or the word liberty. These small details can make the difference between 5 cents and 5 figures. Certain ultra-rare 1989 D. Jefferson nickels have become legendary in the coin world. Collectors have identified examples struck on the wrong planchet, such as a nickel struck on a copper penny blank or a foreign coin planchet, each representing a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. These minting mistakes occur when leftover blanks from other denominations accidentally get fed into the press, creating hybrid coins that were never meant to exist. A 1989 D nickel struck on a copper planchet, for instance, has fetched prices exceeding $20,000 at auction, while others with dramatic off-center strikes or broad strikes have reached similar figures. Rarity drives value in numismatics, and in the case of the 1989 D nickel, scarcity comes from error production rather than mintage numbers. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of coins that year, but only a microscopic fraction contained these valuable anomalies. The odds of finding one are astronomical, but the rewards are life-changing. Some collectors compare discovering such a coin to striking gold, because when authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, even a single rare variety can transform a small coin into a massive payday. Condition also plays a vital role. While most 1989 D nickels found in circulation are dirty and heavily worn, examples graded mint state or proof-like are exceptionally rare. A flawless coin with sharp details, full steps on Monticello, and mirror-like surfaces can sell for thousands of dollars, even without errors. Add a dramatic mint error or unique feature, and the price can skyrocket. A high-grade specimen with a full-step designation recently sold for over $3,000, proving that even modern nickels have serious investment potential when preserved in top condition. Collectors and treasure hunters are now paying closer attention to every nickel they come across, especially those from the 1980s. Online coin marketplaces, auction houses, and collector forums are filled with stories of people discovering rare Jefferson nickels in change jars and old piggy banks. The thrill of possibly owning a coin worth thousands, or even millions, drives the modern-day coin hunting craze. It's this sense of possibility that keeps collectors searching, knowing that one small coin could completely change their lives. The historical value of the Jefferson nickel also adds to its charm. As one of America's longest-running coin designs, it connects generations of collectors. The 1989 D issue reflects the end of an era before the U.S. Mint introduced major design updates in the 2000s. For many, owning a rare variety from this year is like holding a piece of living history, a tangible link between America's past and its ongoing evolution in coinage. This emotional and historical connection adds another layer of appeal to an already fascinating collectible. Market trends for Jefferson nickels have been rising steadily, especially for error coins and high-grade examples. As more collectors join the hunt, demand pushes prices higher. Coins once considered ordinary are now selling for thousands in private sales and online auctions. Some 1989 D nickels with unique die cracks or filled mint marks have already sold for over $5,000, and specialists believe the ceiling hasn't been reached yet. As interest continues to grow, the potential for these coins to increase in value remains strong, making them a smart long-term hold for numismatic investors. The 1989 D. Jefferson nickel is how its true worth often goes unnoticed by the untrained eye. Many people unknowingly spend or discard these valuable coins, never realizing that small imperfections like die breaks, repunched mint marks, or planchet flaws could transform their nickel into a collector's dream. Some of these rare varieties feature a doubled image of Jefferson's face or faint extra lettering on the word liberty, which are clear signs of a double die strike. Others display a ghosting effect, where parts of the design are faintly visible on the opposite side due to pressure inconsistencies during minting. When these rare characteristics are authenticated by professional grading services, their prices can climb dramatically, sometimes surpassing 5 or even 6 figures depending on rarity and condition. That's why serious collectors always recommend examining every 1989 De-nickel carefully, even the dirtiest ones, as the next million-dollar discovery could easily be hiding beneath layers of grime. In today's booming coin market, the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel stands as a perfect reminder that wealth can come from the most unexpected places. With online auction platforms, social media coin groups, and professional appraisers making it easier than ever to evaluate old coins, everyday people are suddenly realizing the fortune sitting in their change jars and drawers. What used to be a simple 5-cent coin has now become a symbol of hidden opportunity, proof that modern-era nickels still hold astonishing secrets. If you've ever dreamed of turning spare change into real money, this is the time to start looking. Whether your coin is dirty, worn, or freshly polished, it could be the key to unlocking unimaginable value, making the 1989 D. Jefferson nickel one of the most exciting finds in modern American numismatics. So, if you come across an old 1989 D. Jefferson nickel in dirty condition, don't overlook it. Take a closer look, because what might seem like a worn-out piece of metal could actually be worth a fortune. Check for mint errors, unusual coloration, or sharp details on Monticello's steps. These subtle features can mean the difference between pocket change and a coin worth thousands. In the world of rare coins, luck favors the observant. That one forgotten nickel in your drawer could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth, proving once again that in the world of U.S. coins, every cent and every nickel truly counts.